Hello, beauties. Today we're talking about fine hair, and I'm about to tell you why everything you think you know about caring for it is wrong. As a hairstylist of 18 years, I see the same mistakes over and over again, and honestly, I made them myself until I figured out what fine hair actually needs. If you have been struggling with your fine hair and nothing seems to work, stick around. This is going to change everything. Are you ready for your best fine hair yet? Let's go. Tip 1, the Pro-Level Lather. If you have fine hair, you have probably been told to use volume-based or shampoos specific to fine hair for every wash. But what if I told you that not all volume or fine hair shampoos are created equal, that some may be adding unwanted stress to your hair with every lather? We all know the endless struggle of how often to wash our hair, especially fine hair. Overwashing can damage your hair and underwashing can damage your scalp. But how often to wash your hair isn't an every X days fits all kind of answer. Everyone has different lifestyles, different levels of activity, and depending on your routine, using the right shampoo or shampoos is crucial for caring for your fine hair. So the phrase volume shampoo is actually a bit misleading, as volume shampoos don't actually create volume. Instead of adding volume, they are actually designed to more so take things away from your hair to enhance body and fullness in your hair post wash. It's like a leave no strand behind in the formulation strategy. Remove debris, moisture, any and everything that could potentially cause your hair to fall flat. So while these are great pros for fine hair, the cons are that these shampoos can lead to dry hair and scalp and increased tangles depending on how volumizing your shampoo is. If you're someone who actively works out, or you find yourself needing to wash your hair every day to every other, you are going to want to use a more balanced volume or fine hair shampoo that will be a touch more hydrating and gentle on your strands while also not weighing your hair down. Too intense of a volume shampoo is going to be too harsh on your hair due to the frequency of your wash routine. My favorite options for this are Ouai's Fine Hair Shampoo or Redken's Volume Injection. These both have all the things that your fine hair wants from a shampoo, but are more balanced to be more gentle as far as the cons can go with volume shampoos. The pros outweigh the cons more in these two options. If you're someone who washes less frequently, or you need to pull out all of the stops for getting volume due to a date night or special event, then I love using Moroccanoil's Extra Volume Shampoo. This I do only use now for special occasions because I do find it to be drying on my hair for regular use, but it does prep the hair so great for when you need to set your hair up for volume greatness. It's my favorite for that. It just delivers on the cons though as well. So that's why I don't like using it anymore for regular washing, and it's just for special occasions. I keep both Redken Volume Injection and Moroccanoil in my shower, as I like the options, as options are what's going to give you that pro-level lather with every wash. And I will link these along with any other products mentioned in today's video in the description below should you be in need of anything. Tip 2, the lightweight lie, why heavier is sometimes healthier. So let's talk about the biggest misconception in fine hair care, that you should only ever use lightweight products or volumizing products. Nothing else should ever touch your hair. That was truly my mantra for years. With fine hair being easily weighed down, the idea of using products that will increase or add to this can be very frightening, but here is honestly the reality of it. Just because your hair is fine doesn't mean that it doesn't need intensive care. Like discussed in tip 1, your hair does need moisture, hydration, and repair. all of the things that coarse hair needs. And sometimes lightweight products just don't deliver enough of what your hair actually needs. For years on end, living by my mantra of using only volume and lightweight products, my hair eventually started showing the signs of wear and tear, which led me to the very harsh reality of what can happen when you don't give your hair what it needs. Now, I am not saying that you have to give up all of your lightweight or volumizing products, but I am stressing the importance of taking the time to use more intensive products that give your hair the nourishment they need. So if your hair feels dry, your ends look a little split, or you feel like you're experiencing some breakage, you're going to want to do 1 to 2 times a month what I call the all-inclusive spa treatment for your hair. This will consist of a wash and blow dry routine using all the hydrating and repair and nourishing products for your hair that it's been dying for. So step 1 is going to be in the shower, where you opt for a more heavy, I know that's scary, but heavy-based hydrating shampoo. This is going to give your hair more hydration than what you get from your typical volume or fine hair shampoo. It's sort of like treating yourself to a facial, but it's your hair. So where your lightweight volume shampoos don't provide your hair with proper hydration, this gives your hair the much needed TLC it needs during the shampoo process. I have been using Moroccanoil's hydrating shampoo as my choice for this as of late, and I have to say that I am actually loving it on my hair for this all-inclusive hair routine. Step 2 is to wring out the excess water from your hair post-shampoo. This is best done with a towel too, so you can have your hair a bit dry. And you will then apply an in-shower deep conditioning mask that you'll apply ends up. So unlike regular conditioner that you typically avoid your roots, you actually want to apply this all through your hair. We're not doing the dance of avoiding this section. Your hair up top, it gets wear and tear just like your ends. And because this is an all-inclusive hair treatment, we are leaving no strands behind. I prefer using an option from Redken's Acidic Bonding Concentrate line. The Bonding Concentrate Intensive Treatment is going to provide more repair to your hair. This means building strength. And the Bonding Concentrate 5-minute liquid mask is going to provide more moisture and hydration to your hair. They're a little bit of a mouthful, but they're both great options. So it depends really on what your hair needs more of. So if you feel like you need more strength, do the intensive one. And if you need more moisture, do the 5-minute liquid mask. Step 3 is the real kicker, but opt to forego any volume products to style your hair when doing this routine. Focus on using a leave-in conditioner and an oil like either Moroccanoil's Light Treatment or the Kerastase Elixir Oil to seal in all that goodness you just put into your hair in the shower. Both of these oils are lightweight, so that's a plus for your fine hair, but they pack an amazing punch to your hair. And I would say that Kerastase is the lighter option of the two. Step 4 is to embrace and love how soft and healthy your hair feels post blow dry from your all-inclusive treatment. I find rather than wishing my hair was more full and voluminous, I changed my mindset about being excited for the TLC I just gave it. So due to the sleek look this treatment gives, I choose to wear an outfit that is maybe a bit more edgy or sexy than I would normally go for to switch things up. I like pairing a bold lip with this look as well. So just because maybe your hair doesn't look like your dream scenario doesn't mean that it looks bad. And on day 2, because I am fully aware that fine hair will start feeling a touch oily from this routine, I opt for just a cute ponytail and a sporty look to match, whether I'm exercising or not. Just because I might look like I'm about to hit the tennis court doesn't mean that I know how to play. I just like the look. And I am curious to hear from you guys. What is the heaviest product you have been too scared to try on your fine hair? Was it a popular shampoo or maybe an oil or leave-in conditioner? Drop it in the comments below, and maybe this video will help you try it out and work it into your own all-inclusive hair routine. Tip 3, avoid the Aniston effect. I don't think that there is a woman on planet Earth who hasn't wanted the oh so iconic cut by Jennifer Aniston deemed the Rachel. 30 years later, it is still a very loved and sought after hairstyle. However, this is not the haircut for fine hair ladies. Lots of people will tell you that layers create volume, which they can, but for fine hair, too many layers end up collapsing your waistline, leading to hair that looks much more thin than it actually is. So at the beginning of this year, I was dying for layers and I decided to go to extremes, and I put a few extensions in and I cut a ton of layers in my hair to give me the old Aniston effect. I loved it. I was obsessed and I truly felt amazing every time that I did my hair. Fast forward to months later now, no more extensions, and dealing with the layers that I cut for volume. And my hair does not nearly have the same full body voluminous look that I originally loved. And that is because my hair is fine, and cutting so many layers through the top, it ends up making my hair through my ends look much less full and thick. If I compare my hair to what it looked like 2 years ago at my same length now, but without all the layers, you can see how much more full my hair looks circa 2023 compared to now 2025. Do I think my hair looks bad? No. Do I see and feel a difference and like my hair more when opting for long layers? Yes. So now I'm in the process of slowly cutting the length because obviously I am trying to grow it while dealing with my layers, such a pain. But this is why it's best to avoid what I call the Aniston effect when you have fine hair. With fine hair, to keep it looking its most thick and full self, your best bet is to opt for a blunt cut through your ends and opt for long or lived-in layers through the rest of your hair. Jennifer Aniston's cut here is more on par with that description. She has a soft layer to create a little bit of a face frame, but through the back, she has much longer layers than that beloved Rachel cut back in the day. So this Aniston effect is all right for fine hair, maybe just not the one circa 30 years ago. I love how, though, she remains so iconic after all of these years. Tip 4. A dirty brush is a must. Dirty brushes harbor product residue, scalp oils that end up getting put back onto your hair. And most people use the same brush over and over, increasing the chances of making your clean hair dirty. And while we all know we should clean our brushes regularly, sometimes a girl just ain't got the time. So I have figured out the perfect solution to this dilemma. The solution is simple. Have 2 brushes. One that you only use on freshly washed clean hair and one for everything else. This prevents you from putting yesterday's oils and product buildup back on to your clean hair. So you'll want to have one brush in a bright or lighter color to use on your clean hair. This will be used post shampoo to detangle your hair and use on your hair if needed post blow dry on day 1. You're gonna also want to have a darker brush for day 2 or more hair that will be more susceptible to getting scalp oils and product buildup on it from any hairsprays or maybe dry shampoos that you might use between washes. The color difference makes it easy to remember which is which, and obviously you will need to wash your brushes at some point, but it is a way to cut back on putting any dirt or grime from your brush immediately on to your clean hair, leading to a longer lasting blow dry and healthy hair. And speaking of keeping your hair healthy, this final tip is especially important if you are growing your hair longer. Tip 5, your long hair heat prescription. So we all know that high heat temps can be incredibly damaging to your hair, but did you know that the level of heat you put on your hair becomes even more of an issue the longer your fine hair gets. Like everything else, your hair actually ages, and the longer your hair gets, the older those ends become. Hair that's been on your head for 2 years or more can't handle the same heat as hair that's only been there for a few months. As your hair gets longer, you need to lower your heat settings accordingly. So most people never adjust their heat settings as their hair grows. They think that using a heat protectant means that they can use the same temperature as before, but older heat needs both heat protection and lower heat. Fine hair is already more weak and sensitive than other hair types, so the longer fine hair gets, the more it just naturally becomes more fragile. It's like an 80+ grandma compared to a teenager. So to give your hair max protection, always use medium heat on your blow dryer when drying your hair. And when using a flat or curling iron, drop your heat at least 25 degrees cooler than what you've been typically using. So if your current go-to is 350 degrees, drop it to 325. If your current go-to is 325, drop it down to 300. This is a simple and easy way to give your ends the extra TLC, and paired with the Pro-Level Lather, the all-inclusive spa hair treatment, the Aniston effect, and opting for 2 go-to brushes, your fine hair will be looking next level. I so hope you enjoyed this week's video. Product mentions are linked below, and instead of leaving a heart emoji, this week, leave me your favorite emoji in the comments below if you enjoyed this video. And if you want to see how to create the perfect volume blow dry in under 20 minutes, you can check out this video next right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.